We're back. The Washingtons on the Washington Redskins, the Wild Show. Yes, indeed. We're in training. We got 2 new people. Now, this is Scott Dickens. Some of you guys will say new. You saw Scott last year. Scott is debating with me because he said he's not a rookie. I say he's going to be a full starter this year. Last year he came off the bench and came in and never had to sit down. My daughter Mika Washington was actually behind the scenes last year. Now she's in front of the camera, beautiful as ever. Starting rookie. Okay, all right. We're going to see stuff that some rookie gets set down. So now, anyway, we're going to do is we're going to have her come in and bring in the female version of the Wild Show. She's going to be here for the ladies who are watching, and some of the fellas who don't know they're watching. Exactly. She's going to be able to tell you guys football 101. Then we got the vet himself over here. This is DK Douglas, better known as Daryl K. Washington. And Jeff and the Wild Man Tough Shorty are not present right now, but they're here in spirit, and they are probably out right now getting some other vital information. So, as you guys know, the Wild Show is all about the Washington Redskins. We love the Redskins. Okay, we love the people. Okay, all right. We ain't worried about changing no name, no colors, or nothing. I mean, you can spruce up the logos and the uniforms or whatever, but we ain't worried about that. But anyway, so we just here just to touch your heart a little bit. Let's know what's going on. Daryl had something interesting. He came in the house talking about something about how they already talking about in training camp they ain't looking too good.
Yeah. Had one guy saying that they look terrible. In scrimmage, today against New England.
And then you got it down. What did you say about that, Scott?
Oh my God. I'm scared to death when it comes to tackling. Good Lord.
Well, but the thing about it, this is what I say. Now, I didn't see any of it, but I'm telling you right now, all right? Being 52 years old and knowing that sometimes I wake up in the morning and I feel somebody keeping my back, and ain't nobody keeping my back. It's just getting older. These guys out there, man, football is very physical. They are actually scrimmaging against themselves, and then they're scrimmaging against
the Patriots.
Okay. And so with that being said, man, you guys know, first of all, I don't want to get hurt out there playing around. Okay? So we scrimmage with the Patriots, and we just playing around right now. Right. I don't want nobody to tackle me hard. Don't step on my feet with your cleats. Don't mess around and knock my mouthpiece out my mouth. We just scrimmaging, man, because you might mess around and break my finger before the season starts.
See, they've been showing some other teams, and they've been fighting in their practice.
Yeah, sure.
Each other, not other people.
That's right.
Each other.
That's right, because they going hard. They gotta go hard. So you talk about them boys with that stupid
Starving.
boy lovers. Yeah, the boy lovers.
And the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns. So now my whole thing is, you don't want to be. I mean, yes, you want to get in game shape. You want to be physically in condition. Right. You know the Redskins are doing right now? The Redskins are walking from their dormitories to the practice field. They say it's a 4-mile walk. Wow. That boy Gruden said, I'm going to get y'all in shape. Y'all going to be in shape. And my camp is going to be in shape. Now, I heard that today come out of Cooley's mouth. Cooley said that, he said he was tired. Come on, Cooley. He said he walking in some co-homes without no socks on. That's a straight white boy joint right there. You know that. Not to be offended, white people, because black people used to crazy that too, but white people, y'all like to air your feet out. I wish I would have invented the flip-flop. I'm telling you right now. If I invented the flip-flop, I wouldn't be sitting here at the Wild Show. I would have a great big, fabulous built set by NBC or CBS or something like that or whatever. But y'all keep with the crap feet. Look here. So anyway, the thing is, Daryl, looking at what the Redskins have brought in the camp so far, and what they say that their goals are this year. What do you think? About all the hip hoopla, as you would say.
It's just like last year, man. It remains to be seen. It's preseason. Well, actually, not preseason. We just talking about camp. We talking about camp. Right. Training camp.
Right. They ain't got any real numbers yet.
Exactly. So they don't even know who's going to be on the squad.
Okay.
So I agree with what you said earlier, man, about not wanting to get hurt, man. It's a different subject, but you saw what happened to Paul George. We talking about scrimmages, man. Anything can happen. he may be lost for the career. You know, so
I hope that, man. That's a young man, and it'll get to him mentally if he hasn't started putting his money away the right way.
but let me say this, but with the science and technology that they have today, man, they can bring these guys back, you know, bigger and better.
Yeah.
But the time lost,
Yeah.
you know, is was hurting the team. You know, I mean, you know, people that had patience tickets, you know, now they're thinking, what we gonna do this year? Paul George, we got Lance.
Okay.
You know, so
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Listen to me. Boy, that boy got. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Don't Dell bring something for us? They received me that cut.
Jerry Rice Jr.
I thought Dell bring Jerry Rice. He played receiver, right?
Yeah.
He played quarterback.
No, you can't receive it. Doug Greenstone when they gonna play for the Cowboys.
We were talking about a basketball incident that showed the growth of LeBron, and we were making a comparison. I'm gonna tell you something, man. LeBron James, man. I hope somebody let you see our show. I'm gonna tell you something right now, but I had so much respect for you. I got way more. That we say in DC. I got oogahs, way more respect for you as a man when Steven's blowing in your ear. You could have made his teeth so loose. Oh my goodness, man. But anyway, it's all good. You're back to Cleveland now. Scott, okay. And we never let the rookie talk yet. Rookie gets talk last. She's getting the haze right now. See, I jumped over the rookie, over back over to Nat. He's not a rookie. He's a veteran right now. Okay. But we're gonna see if the veteran can hold his spot.
Right.
There you go. Okay. But anyway, Scott, I mean, you was at a training camp this weekend. How do you feel? What did you see? I mean, honestly, what do you think right now?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Aldridge Robinson and Ryan Grant from Tulane and the boy from the Cardinals, number 12. They look real good.
Robinson.
Right.
Yeah.
Andre Roberts.
Roberts.
Yes. I was so tempted to say Robert Andre. It's Andre Roberts.
Andre
They look real
Still
good.
got two first names.
Yeah, it's 2 first names. They look good, but for the most part, man, training camp, they got so pity-packed now. Just because of the new CBA, I'm like, I had a hard time filling out what was what.
Okay.
A lot of it was slow, fundamentals, but it wasn't really a lot of live fire hitting.
Okay.
Because it was misting and raining. They had helmets and shoulder pads and shorts the first time I was there. But even when I looked at RG3, he looked alright. Like about a 7.
Yeah.
Sometimes he was throwing interceptions, sometimes he was getting his ball smacked down.
Okay.
But Alfred Morris looked good.
Okay.
But we always look good, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Chris Thompson, the rookie, looked good.
Yeah.
But of course, the sad part about it, Aldridge Robinson looking good and Ryan Grant looking good. But guess what? If they don't play no special teams, they're not gonna make it.
Right.
Too many receivers on the field.
Right. What do you think about them putting Santana Moss in? They say Santana might be back on kickoffs and punt returns.
That's an excellent move for us. That's going to boost our special team. That's how he will make the team for real.
Yeah.
But you know who surprised me? I didn't realize that Andre Robertson is fast because he was returning punts too.
Yeah, sure.
And you know who else was fast too? At linebacker? The other inside linebacker they have this year is Keenan Robinson. Man, that boy can run.
Yeah, I think he's going to be given calling the signals.
Nah, it's going to be Prairie Valley.
Nah, I'm telling you.
Jay said he liked the way he called him.
Yeah.
Really?
They were, see, they got a rookie. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now, introducing our rookie. Starting off as middle seat. Will be on the Wild Show as a permanent host and female analyst, Mika Washington.
Yeah.
So, I have a little history for us.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I went out and did my research.
Oh, wow.
Went out and, got a little DVD or whatever, And I found out some cool things. Did you guys know that we were the first NFL team to broadcast all of our games?
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, you say why?
Yeah, I knew.
I knew something.
Now I see why so many Redskin fans.
Wow.
We was the only team to be showing our games.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Very interesting.
So that's probably really on the serious of how it got down south.
Yeah.
Because before the Southerners had Jacksonville and Carolina teams,
Right.
they were Redskin fans. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they moved here from Boston because it was called the Boston Braves at
Boston
first.
Braves.
So they came here in 1936. The presidents used to come to the games.
Wow.
They had some real interest in the Redskins. That's why we're number one
That's
team
good stuff,
in
man.
the NFL.
We're a rookie.
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
And so even when I'm
Yeah, study.
No, I don't tell you. No. I need smart people around me. That's why I got y'all on the show. You crazy? I got y'all on listen to me. Look, you build around yourself. You understand me? I'll tell you right now. That's how you do that. Now that's good. Of course, the reason why you sitting here this year is because what you did last year was good. I'm serious about that. I like how you can name players. You know where they come from. It's important because some people watching don't know who you're talking about. But we'll be right back. All right, what's up, man? So now we did a lot of talking about our offense and a little about special teams, but defense was what we were really concerned about last year. We needed to get some defense players together, and I believe that in the season, I think that they kind of shot up a little bit.
They did.
But what you think about what you see in our defensive backfield this year?
Well, it seemed like David Anderson coming into his own.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was questioning why they drafted him in the second pick and not the Honey Badger. But one thing that they're doing, they drafted taller, physical corners.
Yeah.
And he's a ball hawk. He kind of sort of gambles like D'Angelo Hall, but he looked real good. To be totally honest with you, I never thought our secondary was as bad as people recriminated in the beat.
Okay.
But if you ain't got no pass rush up the middle, you got to cover somebody all day, you want to bitch to get beat.
Yes, sir. No
But
doubt.
that's not going to happen this year.
I don't think so. What do you think about them acquiring Ryan Clark and putting him in our secondary to help out Merriweather? Because them two together, I think gonna be pretty good.
Well, the thing about Ryan, he up in age, but at least he ain't no rookie. You know what I'm saying? He got veteran savvy with him.
Yeah.
There's certain things he just gonna know just being around the game.
But you gotta be careful, man, because Ryan Clark, man, give himself a concussion twice a year.
But at least he'll hit somebody.
Yes, he will. But look, if you playing one game and out 3 games, that ain't helping us. In other words, I want to continue to be a physically aggressive player, but I definitely can't see him with a concussion standing on the sideline. You can't help the boys that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But just in case if that happens, who else do you think can step back there? Because Jackson, Tanara Jackson?
He gone.
Nah. They actually got rid of him.
No, he got
No,
suspended
I
again.
heard. The last thing I heard on that was, first of all, there's nothing, dope, no marijuana.
It wasn't, but it was still
It's still
something.
something.
And it's still, but the last thing I heard, unless y'all heard something in the last week or so, but 2 weeks ago I heard that Tanah Jackson's case is still open, and there's a chance because Redskins haven't let him go. They haven't that signed him off the line yet. And I like to see him play, man. The boy can play. So I tell you what, that's a rookie assignment. I'm going to look that up for a rookie and find out, since when the president would come to the games and we was first.
You'll know by next.
That's right. I mean, but so you was at the training camp also, and you saw what was going on. But I want to go back to what you were saying. Probably what the defense and offense look like out there is because again, nobody wants to get hurt before it's time to get hurt. And so you're out there, and what you're doing is it's almost like coming back. It's like summer school. You're coming back. You're in school, and then the first day of school, everybody kind of nervous. I want to learn my teacher and everything and all. And then after a while, everything will be cool. You know what I mean?
If Clark get hurt, they gonna bump Merriweather back to free.
Okay. But then who gonna take the strong safety?
I don't think we're gonna struggle with strong safety. We always been a team that had a team full of strong safeties. We just couldn't have very few people that could play free.
Now y'all both know that Hatcher hurt himself, excuse me, and was and had a knee operation. But I heard today on the radio that he's going to be back out in price. Come out.
Yeah, that wasn't no major operation.
Right.
They just had to do some cleanup job on the knee he had, and they just giving him his full recovery and not rushing him back.
We don't need to be rushed back.
Same thing with Stephen Bowen.
Okay.
But you know what? The line that they had started was Bray Cofield, Chris Baker, and Jarvis Jenkins. But a lot of people have written Jarvis Jenkins off. But a lot of doctors say it takes almost 2 years after your knee surgery to get the strength and push that you had in after it. But if you do the math, the 2 seasons is man. He might be back to the form he was when he was a rookie.
There you go. Well, I'm not too afraid or not too worried, I should say, about our defensive line. The defensive line is strong. We got some new acquisitions to go along with it, and we got some young boys that we picked up that I think is going to come in and substitute and keep that line strong. I also believe that your man, our defensive coordinator, Haskins is going to be free this year.
Right.
Okay.
Ain't gonna be no hassle.
Okay. You're gonna get hassle. It is. So now, with special teams, like I was saying, that they were talking about that Santana Moss return kicks. Have y'all heard anything about our kickers? Because I heard something about that they have another kicker that they picked up. That's both good on kickoff and returns. I mean, kickoff and field goals. But we'll be right back to talk about that in just 1 minute. Yeah, man. So, with the Tanah Jackson incident, and you being in the bodybuilding field, and getting to a professional side of it, you're about to get your pro card, and that's no joke. And knowing that when y'all go for competitions, you have to be tested, right? So in Tanah Jackson's defense and how you feel, against it. What do you have to say about that whole situation? Can you explain to us sometimes what happens when it's not dope, but it could be something that you're using that's not steroids?
Well, first of all, when you know you've tested positive more than once, I mean, you ain't gonna eat no peanut butter unless you start asking questions about whether this had, this, that, and the other thing, So, I mean, when this is what you do for a living, you will make sure that anything you get. Now, for instance, when I go to GNC, or I don't want to give the name of our something, but because they ain't giving no money. But
Right.
in any case, I will check with my coach and with several other people to see, is this okay? Because there's certain things you can't use. I can't use testosterone, in the division I compete in. Other divisions they can use that.
Right.
But
You got any extras?
but getting back to Tenard, man, I mean, he said he knew he used all of his second chances. I'm like, all of your second chances? How many second chances you
No.
Right.
All of them. I mean, you get 1, 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but like I'm saying, man, you would think that a responsible adult, knowing that this is how you make your living, that you will be more cautious. So, I mean, I can't sympathize with an adult, for getting kicked out of the league for, testing positive for whatever, he tested positive. I mean,
Especially knowing it's something that you need to check
yeah,
for yourself on.
even if you
This
use
is
it
a livelihood.
whether it be, any kind of pre-workout drink or post-workout or intra-workout, I mean, you still should check with your doctor. I mean, this is a profession. You get paid for your body.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you know what's going in. So
That's right. Okay. So Scott, I think you were gonna say something else about tonight. So it definitely suspended, but would you like to see him on our squad if that could happen?
Well, my thinking is similar like the Redskins shown. They ain't put a lot of stock in him anyway.
But I mean, I'm talking about forget what he's been suspended for or his track record. I'm talking about as an athlete, could he help us if all that stuff was behind the door?
Yes, but if you can't be on the field for 16 games, you ain't no good to us.
I understand. Okay. Check this out. I appreciate everybody. I'm glad that y'all I hope that y'all are excited about the Wild Show. And we just give you it's like a little tease here, whatever the case may be. But anyway, this show will be off the hook this year. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments, all the fans that we have. We're trying to grow our fan base. We're going to be at the stadium giving out gifts. We're going to get some armbands made and all kind of things, man. So the Wild Show is going to grow. This thing, it's like Ebola. I can say it ain't gonna kill you. Yeah, then we are. The Wild Show, we're gonna be deadly.
that's what your boy loves.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, wow.
Okay. But anyway, Rook, give them some information and how they can stay along with us.
So make sure you like and share our fan page on Facebook. Wow, the Washingtons at the Washington Redskins. Make sure you also like our page on Instagram, Washingtons on Washington, and you want to also follow us on Twitter at _WOW1932. And then you also want to make sure you click and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. We are now the Washingtons on Washington. So we have a new name under YouTube. And then if you have any questions or you want to give us some feedback, make sure you email us at washingtonsonwashington@gmail.com.
That's what I'm talking about. And I want y'all to always remember that HTTR doesn't mean hater, but it does mean
Hail to the Redskins!